I'm live. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. I hope you saw that countdown. It was kind of choppy for me. Anyway, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of, as of right now, the playoff-bound Cincinnati Reds. I'm fired up about that. All right, guys, if you found the show, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. I am up to 642 subscribers. That is awesome. You guys are doing great. Let's keep it going. All right, this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, I'm in my Reds gear today because I am very excited about the Reds. Last night's game was during the playoffs. That is a playoff atmosphere. I know there's no fans or anything, so as far as that goes, it's not. But the intensity of the game was ridiculous. I know for me, watching the Reds beat the Brewers 6-3 last night was two-run homer. I went freaking nuts. I mean, I posted my reaction on Reds Country and on Sports with Strawberry Ice. I was screaming down there going, yeah, right, Gino. That's what I'm talking about. Because, I mean, dude, it's been since 2013 since the Reds have had any meaningful games in September. So it's been great. Now, the interesting thing is once we hit September, the light switch went off, I think, for the Reds and their batting. I'll just give you the OPS here prior to September 1st and after September 1st. Prior to September 1st, Suarez was hitting 714. After he's hitting 978. Votto was at 753. He's at 878 now. Mike Moustakas was at 667. He's now at 867. Akiyama Shogo, who's been completely, well, I was a different player, but he's been the player that I had hoped he was going to be when we signed him, in the offseason. But he was at 532. He's at 837. The biggest jump is Barnhart. He's at 516. Now he's at 1.079. So they're hitting the cover off the ball. And what I like is they're playing add-on. Because the last two nights, they've added runs on, and it's helped. I mean, as Dusty Baker would used to say, he wants to get a slam range, meaning grand slam. And the Reds are not getting out of slam range, but at least they're adding on. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You get the lead, and you got to keep going. And I don't know, 2 runs, and then that would be it. Well, now they're getting 1 or 2 runs, and they're adding 2 or 3 more on after that, which is great. I really wish it would be nice just to have a game where the pressure is off, where they just go out and they just destroy a team. They get a lead first, and they take off. That would be awesome. The cool thing, too, is Mike Moustakas. He hit a 3-run jack. Luis Castillo. Yeah, Castillo. There's 2 men. There's Castillo, Kirk Casale, Nick Castillo. There's too many C's on this team. Anyway, he pitched a gem last night. 6 2/3 innings pitched, 1 earned run, and 9 Ks. So, I mean, the Reds, they had the wild card to themselves because the Cardinals lost, the Phillies lost the wild card playoffs right now, and they would take on the Chicago Cubs. Now, me personally, I was having a discussion with my buddy Tim Beadle about this earlier today. I would rather face the Cubs than move up and face the Dodgers. I think with the Reds pitching, see, first 3 games you're going to play, I think you can compete with anybody. But I would rather take on the Cubs than the Dodgers because the Dodgers are, a pretty good team. Now, I've seen people on different Reds groups who are like, let's be realistic, people here. Even if they make the playoffs, they're probably only going to, they're probably going to lose in the first round, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, people, it's been since 2013 that the Reds were even in the playoffs. Just be excited that they're in the playoffs. And with this pitching staff, you never know. Who knows what's going to happen? They could, like I said, the first round is 5 games. We got Bauer, Castillo, and Gray. That's as good as anybody in baseball. That's going to be hard to beat. And the way they're hitting, it's great. Now, Sonny Gray is back tonight, and the Reds have designated for assignment Nate Jones. And they had to do that. Obviously, Jones is out of options. Hopefully, he'll make it past waivers, and nobody will pick him up, and we can get him back because he's a good relief pitcher that I would like to see the Reds keep. Now, if you guys got any questions or comments or anything, like I said, this show is live, so you can comment down below. Facebook message, or not Facebook message. One of these days, I'm going to get it. So the show is live streamed on my Facebook page and Reds Country, Bearcats Country, Bengals Nation. It's going to be all on there. That's coming eventually. Now, today's lineup. In left field, you got Aristides Aquino. Right field, Nick Castellanos, Nick the Great. First base, Joey Votto. Gino Suarez is your third baseman. Moose. Mike Moustakas is your second baseman. This is interesting. He's that Tyler. It's because it's veteran time. I'm kind of surprised, and especially the way Winker has been hitting. I mean, the first pitch he saw last night, he smoked. I mean, he was on it. He hit it right to the first baseman. Who, I gotta tell you this. One of my viewers on the YouTube channel here said that the first baseman for the Milwaukee Brewers looked like Tommy Boy. I thought that was kind of funny. And you got Kyle Farmer starting at shortstop and Kirk Casale. See, another catching today. And like I said, Sonny Gray is pitching. Now, probably, like I said, Tyler Stevens is kind of interesting. You're like, why is Kurt Farmer hot in his last 21 appearances? He's 13 for 42 with a 310 batting average and a 3.83 on base percentage. So the Reds are taking on Milwaukee again tonight at 6:40. I'm very excited to watch them. I think it's been very fun. This is the way the Reds are playing around is the way we all thought if we had a regular season, if they started playing in April, that they would play this year. I mean, they're playing good defense. We're getting great pitching, which we got great pitching the whole time. And they're winning, which is great. And they're winning against 3 years. I think they said the Brewers have like the highest winning percentage or second highest winning percentage in September because they've had to win to get in. So, it's very fun. And hey, there I'm back. I'm trying to show one of my comments here. There we go. And what's up? Another game for the Reds. All the games right now are big. somebody posted on Reds Country, hey, they got to win at least 4 out of 5. I'm like, why don't we just win all of them? So we will see what happens. But yes, I landed. It's a very, very big game. Like I said, they're all big right now. I mean, it's playoff baseball. I mean, Reds fans, we've been clamoring for playoff baseball. Right now, we have playoff baseball. No, we're not officially in the playoffs, but intensity-wise, is this is as good as it gets. And the best part about last night is I gotta give it up to Marcelo Iglesias. I've been on him for, if you bring him in my opinion, in non-save situations, he hasn't done that well. He didn't do very good at eighth inning and shut him down. And with Moose's home run, we're able to shut Iggy down. So hopefully we can use him again tonight. And the guy that just sent down, what's his name? And Nate Jones, yeah, he came in and finished it out, which was probably his last pitch for the Reds. Well, at least this year, like I said, hopefully they get to keep him. But it's very exciting. Sonny Gray is coming off the DL or the IL, whatever you want to say it, however you want to say it today, and getting his first start in a couple weeks. Hopefully he is back or as good as he was before he hurt his back, because we really need him, excuse me, down the stretch. So we got the what's here? Bearcats versus Army Saturday at 3:30. And I know I talked about this yesterday a little bit. It's kind of irritating, the game's on ESPN Plus, but it is what it is. If you can't watch or don't want to pay for ESPN Plus, you can listen to it on 1027 WEBN. So let's get into this Reds tonight. Is there any, do you guys have any concerns about this Reds ball club? Like the lineup, somebody, I posted it on Reds Country, and somebody said they would take out Nick Senzel and put Jesse Winker in center field. Now, my only problem with that is Jesse Winker is not a center fielder. If you want to do that, you put Shogo in center field and you put Winker in left. But you already got Aquino there, so you only really have, now you have three guys that can play center field. You got Senzel, you got Goody, and you also have Shogo. So we have three, one from 2 to 3 now. So putting Winker in center field, as far as defensively goes, I don't think it's a good idea. I would like to see him DH, but I know it's a pitching matchup. That's what David Bell goes with. I'm just surprised that he's given Tyler Stevenson a shot. Now, Tyler Stevenson, I mean, he's had, I think, has he gotten a start yet? I think he's got maybe one start. I don't remember, but I know he's had 2 pinch hit home runs. One of them was the second pitch he saw in the major leagues. So the boy's got some power. So maybe we'll get lightning in a bottle tonight, and Tyler Stevenson will step up and take one deep for us, and we can get, like I said, it'd be nice to just get a blowout win. I mean, how many times have the Reds, I mean, we had outfielders pitch for us this year because we gotten blown out. It'd be nice to see the other team have to do that instead of us for once. So hopefully that'll happen. We will find out. All right, we got the Bengals versus the Philadelphia Eagles this Sunday. And I posted this on Bengals Nation and Sports with Strawberry Ice. We got a brotherly love going on with the Taylor brothers. Zach Taylor would love to beat his younger brother, Press Taylor. Press Taylor is the Eagles quarterback coach and passing game coordinator. Now, this will be the 4th time since Press Taylor came into the NFL as a quality control coach in 2013. That's when the brothers meet. Now, this series is documented. Now, this is a total brother thing and a total just competitive football thing that it's just kind of neat that their dad does, I guess. But the series is documented by the Taylor Bro Bowl Trophy. Now, this, like I said, I posted it on both sites, Sports Strawberry Ice and Bengals Nation. It is a trophy that stays in their dad's office, and they have marked down below on it engraved every time somebody wins. Whoever wins, the date and the time, or not time, but date and score and everything on there, and it stays in their dad's office. That office is in Norman, Oklahoma. So that's kind of interesting with the Bengals and the Taylor boys. I don't know if Geno Atkins, I heard that he did not practice yesterday. I heard McDaniels didn't practice yesterday. I can't confirm those, but those are two things that are not great for the Bengals because we had such a terrible run defense last week, and those two would make a huge difference. So hopefully they will be back. I think the Bengals are off today. Hopefully they'll be back at practice tomorrow. And the scary part with the Eagles is they're a pretty good team and they're a veteran team. Now, the quarterback has not played very good at all. So that's good for the Bengals. But they are a desperate team. They are supposed to at least be 1-1, not 0-2. So this could be bad news for the Bengals. But I tell you what, if the Bengals could ever figure out how to fix the right side of the line, Joe Burrow could get us to the playoffs, even with our defense the way it is. It would be shootouts all the time, but I think Burrow could do it. So anyway, that's the newest stuff I have for the Bengals. Now, I don't know if you guys watched this last night, but the Danny Graves for the Reds started this. I don't know when, but he bought bowling shirts for the Reds clubhouse boys. They're called the Cubbies, or Clubbies, not the Cubbies, sorry, the Clubbies. And there's only been 2 members that have been honored with this shirt. It looks like a bowling shirt, other than people that are working the clubhouse. And that has been Bronson Arroyo and Marty Brennan, the Hall of Famer, Marty B. Other than that was the way it was till yesterday. Joey Votto became the 3rd member that is a non-clubhouse worker to be honored with the shirt. Now, apparently, Votto likes going and cleaning the spikes, which I don't know. I used to clean my spikes. I didn't think it was all that much fun. But he likes cleaning the spikes and helping out the clubhouse boys in there. So that was pretty cool. And if you watched him talk about it on Reds Live last night, he actually seemed almost giddy or emotional about it. Like it meant like a ton to him that he got that. And it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of cool that, he has been the Red for the last 10 years. He's really the only one left. Not really. He is the only one left from our playoff runs. And, he's making all the money and yada, 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 but he still goes and he helps the clubhouse boys out. And nothing's too big for him. So that's pretty cool. I like that about Joey Votto and things that he has done for the Reds and the Reds Nation. And honestly, I think once he's gone, I really do think people are going to miss him more than they think, because he's been a very good player for the Reds. I know he got off to a terrible start, but he's never a fast starter. He never is. I mean, it always takes him at least till May, it seems like, to really get going. And that's why in September he's taken off. Now, like I said, I'll give it credit to David Bell. Because I think, I'll put it this way. This is, I think, was the turnaround for the season for the Reds. Is when he benched Votto for 3 days in Milwaukee. Ever since then, that got Votto going. And once he started going, slowly but surely the rest of the team started going. And it's just interesting how that has happened. Because I kept complaining, like, Bell, you got to do something. Because it just seemed like for the longest time, the Reds would just go up there, 1, 2, 3 out, 1, 2, 3 out, 1, 2, 3 out. And there was no professional bats. We weren't getting deep in counts. We weren't doing anything like that. But if you watched last night, they were working the counts a ton. And we've been moving the guys over, not really hitting and running, but at least if you ground out, they're grinding out to the right side so the guy go from second to third, Now, I know last night, twice, and that's why I got so excited about when Geno hit the home run. Because twice we had guys on second and third, and we could not get them in. And Jesse Winker, like I said, he smoked that ball. I thought, like, yeah, and Tommy Boy, first baseman for the Brewers, caught it. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. So it was nice to see that, because the beginning of the year, that would have happened, and the Reds offense would have went away, and especially when the Brewers went ahead by 1 run. But it didn't. And my boy Gino came through, hit a 2-run shot. The Moose hit one. Was it Cass? No, Casale hit one. It's funny. Casale's hit more home runs this year, I think, than he's ever hit in his entire life. It's unbelievable. So anyway, I'm very excited about the Reds. They're, like I said, they're playing tonight at 6:40. Now I know there's not a lot of people watching me right now. I got 2. Hello to my 2 viewers. How are you? So maybe maybe 5 o'clock is not the best time. I got 3 now. All right, I got 3 viewers now. Maybe 5 o'clock is not the best time to do this show. I kind of put it on, I did put it on Sports Strawberry Ice on my Facebook page to try to find out what time do you guys think is best for me to do this live, and a lot of 2 of my friends said, one said, 11 a.m. The other one said 5 a.m. What's up, Dennis? How you doing, buddy? Or 11 o'clock at night. One was 11 o'clock at night. The other was 5 a.m. I don't think those 2 count. But the one person on there said 6. So I don't know if 6 o'clock's better, 5 o'clock works for you guys. Not really sure. I did at 5 o'clock because when we do our Bengals show, which is we do that the day after every Bengals game, and we'll put it on Bengals Nation, which, as I said, eventually here in the next couple weeks, I'm going to get the software. I'm going to be able to link it up live to my Facebook pages, so it'll be a lot easier for you guys to find the show. But 5 o'clock, we do Strawberry Ice with Bengals Nation live at 5 o'clock the day after every Bengals game. So this last week we did it on Friday because the game was on Thursday. This week we'll do it Monday because the game is Sunday. Now, getting back to the Bengals, there is a lot of respect going out there for Joe Burrow, and a lot of he's living up to the hype, which is awesome. And what I'm hoping that the Brown family realizes is that they most likely have, as of right now, I know we're only 2 games into it, who knows, but most likely have the best quarterback they've ever had. After 2 games, yes, I know that's high expectations, but man, Joe Burrow has looked really, really good. So I'm really hoping that they realize what they have. And we've got 3 years, so we actually have to start paying him. So in the offseason, the Bengals really need to try to stable that line, especially the right side. I mean, left side was okay. Michael Jordan got blown up a couple of times, but for the most part, he's played pretty good. We got to figure out the right tackle spot. There's been a couple of different things thrown out there. I said try to get Adeniji out there, see if he can do it. Another thing is I kept banging the drum for Fred Johnson, and they put him at guard. Now, maybe some people said he might be better at left tackle instead of guard. Put him at left tackle. When we get Xavier back, I think he's going to be a guard. Hopefully he'll be back this week. I think he solidifies our right guard. Maybe try Fred Johnson at right tackle. If he doesn't work, then you try Adeniji. If he doesn't work, then you just throw the whole kitchen sink because we're out of guys. So that's where I'm at. They've got to try to figure that out because the Bengals aren't going to the playoffs this year. I mean, my fandom, I'm like, yeah, we're going to go to the playoffs. It'll be so awesome. We're going to be great. Yada, yada, yada. But the realistic side of me is we're not going to go to the playoffs. If we can finish 7-9, 8-8, that's great. We won 2 games last year. So the biggest thing is getting Joe Burrow through the season healthy, finding weapons, getting on the same page with AJ Green and hopefully Auden Tate. Hopefully Tate will play this week. I don't know about you guys, but I don't understand why they had him a healthy scratch. He was one of our best playmakers last year, and to keep putting Ross out there. And I know Ross is this and Ross is that. Ross could be this, but Auden Tate actually makes catches. If you're going to actually catch the ball, then I think you might want him on the field. John Ross, look, the touchdown pass, I watched it over a couple times. I think it was first week. I think it was first week against San Diego. At first, when I first watched it live, I thought Burrow overthrew him by a little bit. But I watched it a couple of different times. He ain't overthrew, but it wasn't by much. If Ross stretches out, dives for it, he might have a touchdown. And that's the thing about Ross. He just doesn't give you that full extension, the full effort. That little extra little bit just isn't there. And Auden Tate will go get that ball. That boy will go get the ball. If it's close, and he was doing it with Andy Dalton, and Andy Dalton, as we all know, doesn't throw the straightest football. If you watch Joe Burrow, his spiral is nice and tight, and it's right there almost every time. So I'm really hoping that this Sunday they're going to have some healthy scratch. I'm saying it should be John Ross, and Auden Tate needs to get a shot because like I said, it was his agent who came out and said that he is talking about wanting to get traded. Now, I don't know if Auden Tate has confirmed that or not, but I know his agent said that. Hang on a second, Dennis, here. What you say? Why don't the Bengals sign Andrew? Andrew, he's pretty good offensive lineman. You mean Andrew Whitworth? Well, I think Andrew Whitworth is still with the Rams, so I don't think they can sign him right now. And to be honest, I love Whit. But he's a left tackle, and that's the one part of the offensive line that we have pretty secure. It's really hard to go from the left side to the right side, just mentally, because you got to take your step with the opposite of what you've done for years. So, but like I said, I'm pretty sure Andrew Whitworth is still with the Rams, so I don't think we can sign him anyway. But they did sign Alex Redmond. Woohoo! That helped a lot. But he's on the practice squad. So anyway, get back to what I was saying. I really think and I hope that the Bengals put Auden Tate out there and give him a shot because he just made plays last year for us, and that's what we need. We need wide receivers that are going to go get the ball, because if Joe Burrow has this line and he's getting killed and he needs somebody to make a play for him, we need wide receivers that are going to catch it. The other thing somebody mentioned to me on Bengals Nation was it was a pretty good idea to roll Burrow out. He did that at LSU. Roll him out, get him out of the pocket, try to get him away from that pass. What would help is if he has time to actually take shots down the field, that would open up so much stuff, because you can roll it out, you can make the big toss, and then if we can get Joe Mixon going, that's another big thing we got to get going. If we get all this stuff going, but all of that, unfortunately, comes down to the offensive line, which they need to fix. So anyway, I hope the Bengals win Sunday. Like I said, the Eagles are a desperate team. They are 0-2. They got a pretty good pass rush themselves, so we'll find out what happens. Hang on a second here. Zach Taylor needs to install the LSU playbook. He seems to. Well, actually, there's a lot of plays that the Bengals already had in their playbook, from what I understand, and it was actually very easy for Joe to understand the playbook and everything. And you can install LSU's offense, but if you don't have an offensive line, it doesn't matter what offense you install. You can install the greatest show on turf, the 99 Rams, and if you can't stop them from getting to your quarterback, and you don't have any holes for your running backs to run, it doesn't matter what the offense is. But I do know that there were a lot of plays that they already had installed in the offense that he ran at LSU, and they had installed some of those too. So it's not the complete LSU offense, but it's some of them. Let's see. I don't care what kind of quarterback the Bengals have. If they don't have a great offensive line, they're going nowhere. Well, you don't have to have a great offensive line. See, that's where everybody's different. Because when was the last time Aaron Rodgers had a great offensive line? I don't know if Aaron Rodgers ever had a great offensive line. Yes, it would be awesome. I would prefer them to get a great offensive line, but every NFL team wants that, and not all of them get it. You need a decent one. You need one that at least can let Burrow take a drop and take a deep pass. You got to be able to at least do that. And right now, the Bengals haven't been able to do that. So you don't, like I said, you don't necessarily need a great offensive line, but you need a good one, a better one than we have, which is, like I said, it's really only two guys. And excuse me, if Xavier Serafilo, I know it messes. Serafila, I think is his name. If he comes back at guard, I don't think he did that bad the first week. Put him back at guard, and like I said, I'd try Denijai, or I'd try Fred Johnson again at tackle and see what happens. But you never know. All right, guys, I've been talking here for like 20 minutes. I will end this here. I appreciate all you guys for hopping on here. And do me a favor, if you guys don't mind, check out the Facebook groups that I help run, and hopefully you guys will come join them. They are Bengals Nation, Reds Country, Bearcats Country, and Cyclones Country. And if you ever check out my podcast, do me a favor, give me a 5-star review, and follow me, Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those. YouTubers, we are up to 642 subscribers. That is awesome. Let's try to keep it rolling. Try to get 700 as fast as we can. Like I said, I'm starting to do it live. Give me your comments. You guys don't want me to do it earlier in the day, later, what works out best for you guys, for me, whatever. Go get some better software. It's going to be fun. I got some stuff coming. You guys will like it. But other than that, that's just sports, baby. See you guys.